find these floppy felt hats at any thrift store for about 5 pieces of 8. I wouldn't pay more than $9 for one because you can get them new at Target for about 12 to 20 bucks. All you need is a little glue, some feathers, some trim, maybe a belt from a thrift store, and look in the jewelry section for brooches. This is a really simple project, so let's spread our sails and get to the crafting.
Here are the general supplies you're going to need for this project. Said floppy felt hat, wax paper. The wax paper is to protect your table and to keep the hat from sticking to anything. General purpose glue, like an Elmer's. Water, feathers, scissors, very strong string, like a buttonhole string. If you have leatherworking sinew around, that's the best. Upholstery thread also works. Use a leatherworking needle or an upholstery needle. You will also need something to poke very small holes, like a leatherworking awl or a hole punch. A hot glue gun and hot glue. A cheap paintbrush that you don't mind throwing away. Some sort of container to mix your water and glue. And a brooch or some sort of doodad to hang off of your hat. First, you're going to water down a bunch of glue. I'll be honest, I don't usually measure things exactly, but some of you out there will want to know what the ratio would be. In general, most people say, just mix it 50-50. There are other ways to stiffen felt hats, which I will link down below. Cover the entire hat with your stiffening solution. I stuffed wax paper inside the hat to keep it from collapsing. Make sure you also get underneath. Dab up any excess glue with a paper towel. Prop up the side of the hat that you want to fold up. Allow the hat to dry for about 12 to 24 hours. You may have to go back and do a second coat of everything and let it dry again. Now that it's dry, we want to put on some trim or that belt we found at a thrift store. I'm placing the end of my trim in the fold of the hat to cover the seam. Little secret, that fold is going to cover up all the messy bits. I'm using hot glue to attach my trim. Now it's time to gather your feathers. You're basically going to make a feather bouquet. Lay them on the hat, see if you like it. Trim up any part of the feather that sticks out of the front of the hat. Now you're going to glue your feathers together before putting it on the hat. And now attach the whole feather bouquet to the hat. To keep the fold of the hat up, we are going to secure it with the sinew. Take something sharp, like I'm taking a leatherworking awl, and pre-poke holes into the hat, both the brim and where you're going to attach it to the crown of the hat. Don't try taking a sharp needle and poking it through. You will find that the hat is way too stiff. I'm sewing an X with leather sinew. Again, you can use button thread or upholstery thread. Now to attach my doodad, I had this little octopus laying around from some jewelry making. You can also find tons of stuff in the front counter of any thrift store of jewelry that might work for your hat. I like starting with one that says something about the character. What's kind of fun is leaving this simple to start. That leaves room for maybe your character to add more doodads as they grow in-game. Perhaps they get a special trinket from a friend. Perfect, put it on the hat.
See, super simple, a $5 felt hat from a thrift store into an amazing pirate hat. You just have to wait for glue to dry forever. You can follow me on Instagram to see what I find at thrift stores all the time and to follow my projects as I work on them. You can also find me on Pinterest and get more ideas and see what's inspiring me. If you like this video, click that like button. It lets me know what kind of videos to make. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the bell if you don't want to think about when my next video is going to be up. I'm Mackenzie Jameson. Thanks for watching Thrift Store LARPer. Fair weather to ya, and happy thrifting. Arr! Good. I haven't arged yet.